So, as for the thing you are sure of, you are aware of, the dropping of X11. So, I think the first place to start here is myself included, but a lot of other people had this idea that Plasma 7 is when this would happen. Oh, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Oh, your camera just froze for a second. Okay, we're all good. That's weird. Hopefully that... Okay, it's moving again. Whatever. Internet problems. So, yeah, a lot of people assume Plasma 7 was the date, or I guess not even date, because we don't even know when that could possibly be. Where did that come from? And I guess, why was it decided to not make it with such a major shift like that one?
So I think part of the reason everyone assumes that is because, well, a big version number increase is always when we do such breaking changes, right? That's where everyone expects breaking changes. The other one is that my colleague Vlad, he made a blog post where he wrote basically he doesn't expect it to happen until Plasma 7, and he expects it to be very likely then. But there weren't really any specific plans for when we should drop it. A lot of people, of course, read that and went and ran with the story. Yes, this is a promise. We won't drop it until Plasma 7. Thankfully, most people seem to understand that it wasn't really like any concrete promise or a decision made by the team. But yeah, so that's where it comes from. As for why we decided now, well, you don't know when Plasma 7 happens. We don't either. It probably would take quite a few years for Qt 7 to release, and then probably another year or a few years until we switch to Qt 7 and then Plasma 7. So if we're unlucky, that would be like 5 years of Plasma still needing to support X11, which, well, I'm sure we'll talk about why that's not a great situation to be in later.
Just for context, how long after Qt 6 did Plasma 6 come out?
Well, long enough that we needed to make our own Qt 5 branch to continue supporting it.
Right.
I mean, I can look it up.
We don't need exact number of days.
It was. I think we started with Qt 6.5. So Qt 6 was out for quite a while.
Right. So the main point is there is like a sizable gap between those periods, like a year and a half, 2 years before you would even, because it's not just when you're designing a desktop, it's not just, hey, new version comes out, everything just magically works. Like it's not that simple.
Yeah, especially when porting to new library versions, and Qt is of course the one big set of libraries that we build everything upon. It takes a while to first port to the new APIs and then figure out all the like more sneaky changes and regressions that are caused by this, and then also change our own APIs because we want to like make the backwards incompatible changes at that point,
Right.
because we won't get another chance for a decade.
Right.
And so last time, like, it took more than a year between the last Plasma 5 release and the last Plasma 6, the first Plasma 6 release, for us to make all these changes.
And I'm sure there's some people who have ideas about big breaking changes they want to make, and then it's like, how many breaking changes do we want to have right now? Do we want to bring it in at like a 6.1, a 6.2, and then sort of deal with it then? Because I'm sure no one, like every KDE person I've spoken to who was around then doesn't want to see a repeat of KDE 4, where so many breaking things were changed, and that's a whole mess unto itself.
Yeah, changing too many things at once kind of catastrophic consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And in Plasma, we have a lot of freedom changing things between versions because it's not so much a set of libraries as it is, well, the desktop. And as long as the components of the desktop are updated in sync, it's fine if we do breaking changes. But with our frameworks, there is no backwards incompatible changes ever. Like if we can at all avoid it, that just doesn't happen. So when we port, we need to be really sure about all the changes that we want to have. And that can take a long time.
Right. So what does the current timeline for dropping X11 look like? And I'm sure this could be subject to change depending on what happens when you get there.
Yeah, so in terms of Plasma version, the first Plasma version that will drop it is Plasma 6.8, and that will be released towards the end of 2026. But 6.7 will still be supported throughout the whole lifetime of 6.8. That's at least what we're targeting. We don't have the exact release schedule written down yet. And we have changed the schedule a bit to add more bug fix releases, which we wanted to do anyways, but now we certainly make sure that it happens before we drop the Xbox session.
We're going to address this once, and I'm never going to mention it again because I don't want to talk about it again. How many people were aware that announcing that something's going to happen with version 6.7 is going to have a lot of annoying people spamming 6.7?
Well, in the I didn't see too many comments about anything like that. I saw one comment being disappointed that we didn't announce it with Plasma 6.6.6, which is a shame, but oh well.
Good. We're never talking about that again. I had to bring it up because I know someone's going to ask about it. So, okay. Once the version comes out, my understanding is there's going to be support for that version up till 2027. Is that correct?
Yes. I would estimate February 2027 is when the last bug fix release for Plasma 6.7 will release. The exact date we'll find out once we get to the release of Plasma 6.7.